duplicate my screen. 1 second. There we go. Keep those changes. That's good. We're gonna watch the game sideways like this. Here you have Rone on the left, and on the right you have Coach Palmtaiga. What do we have for rosters? Let's start talking about the rosters that we have. Rone has 2 Jaguar blockers with God, 2 blitzers, 1 has block, the other has wrestle, 2 line women, and they both have block. 3 rerolls without any leader, team rerolls straight up, and an apothecary. We will soon be able to see the roster for Palmtaiga, but we have them over here. He's playing with 6 vampires. These are the blitzers in yellow. 1 has block, the other one has strip pole. There is 2 runners, 1, 2, they both have dodge. 2 throwers, 1 has leader for the 4-3 roll, and the other thrower has dodge. That is Rone's setup. Pretty standard in a nice and easy ziggurat. And it is Palmtaiga's turn. We are here at PlayCon, as you might know. We are playing the 2nd edition of our Blood Bowl 3 tournament in person at this esports convention. This year, with the difference, we have a cash prize in total, totaling up to €400, split between 1st, 2nd and 3rd place. The format of this tournament is going to be where we have the round of 16, which is going on right now. We have the quarterfinals, which will be played later on today, and whoever passes for those, there will be 4 coaches playing the semi-finals, who will be the semi-finals will be just another round there. Those after the semi-finals, we're going to have the final and the battle for 3rd and 4th place. So those passing through will be playing another round tomorrow. We will have a best out of 3 for the final and the 3rd and 4th place game. And Palmtaiga starts off with an immediate 1 in 9, breaks the Amazon's armor, but has a turnover immediately with a gap that is pronounced here. If he can get this bow, he would be able to open up a road over here. He doesn't even need to do that. He just needs to place a player over here, block here, and that is a straight path through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, rush, rush. He can even collect the ball if he wants to. Let's see what Coach Rone is going to do with this opportunity. Is he going to capitalize? Is he going to take the ball turn 1? Let's see. The Maltese captain with a glorious opportunity. Round 1 immediately. Palmtaiga taking the turnover and not using that reroll. A sensational turnover, immediately turn 1. He uses the blitz over here. Okay, why is he using the blitz over there? That is okay. I am presuming I don't know what he's going to do. Maybe hasn't seen that move to go get that ball. He just wants to protect. I believe it's a golden opportunity to take control of the ball turn 1. Yes, though, it is vampires, and it is not a fantastic way to, even if you do have the ball on a blitzer in his half, he just needs a 2+ hypno, turns off your skills, blitzes you with strip ball, and that's really it. So Rone is not going for that ball. He's instead going for line defense over here, playing it safe instead. He bases the Thrall. Ooh, double skull on Coach Rone. Exchanges it, takes the reroll, gets the POW, does not follow up, does not break armor. Last block, another double skull. I'm assuming this time he will take it. Breaks the armor, and that is a turnover for Coach Rone. 2 double skulls in 1 turn. but at least the last one was on the last die of the turn, and he could easily have taken it. I don't know if I would have even taken the double skull before immediately and not used that reroll, burning through a reroll turn 1 on what was a little bit of an not very significant roll. Maybe I would have decided not to take that. But Coach Rone decides that was an important one. Palmtaiga goes for the blitz on that player without hypnoing, which means he needs a POW, doesn't get that POW, decides to push, does not follow up. Leaves that player in contact. Is he going to hypno the other blitzer to be able to take a 2-die? I am assuming he's going to be hypnoing here to be able to take a 2-die block here. Very, very different plays we can see. Thrower picks up, declares a pass action. Passes the ball down the field, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right now it's a long pass. He has declared to pass the ball, but Coach Rone has on the ball, decides to not use it, gets the 4+ pass, gets the 2+ catch. Ball is here on the runner, on the other side of the pitch. And Palmtaiga decides to run the ball forward. Okay. Dodges the other Thrall to base that player. I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, rush to blitz. Coach Rone can still get quite an easy 2-die blitz on that runner. However, it doesn't seem it's going to have block. Unless he gets a block here and frees up this blitzer. But where is Coach Rone going? Coach Palmtaiga, sorry. Palmtaiga gets a 1 on the rush and gets a 1 on the hypno, which he decides to eat. That hypnotic gaze was on a 3+, however. Was on a 3+. And now what did we miss? He takes a 1-die block, gets the boat down, and both coaches are stunned, yes. That is the case. Let's see what he can easily get a 2-die blitz with block on that runner, should he set that up for success. He's going to free up players first. Takes the block there. Starts moving the players back, and this is very, 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 very important. Maybe that player should have moved before, just so to prevent Palmtaiga from stalling for even longer. Gets a rush on that, fails a rush. One reroll 1 on that rush. Was that a needed rush? Was that a needed rush? Could Coach Rone have moved this player? Oof. Palmtaiga goes for the touchdown. Touchdown with a full team. Let's go back here. Let's see how Coach Palmtaiga is going to be setting up here. Standard ziggurat again. Rone is already down to 1 reroll. I must admit, I don't think Coach Rone is playing his Blessed Blood Bowl. But maybe I'm not analyzing the turn. The pressure of playing for a cash prize, the pressure of playing in person at PlayCon, the fantastic setup that we have here, is the pressure does mount up. So that probably does take its toll as well. Let's see if he can get the draw in his defensive drive in order to then be able to attack next turn. He's already down to 1 reroll. That is not in favor of Coach Rone. Ball with a good kick at least. On the ball on that thrower. Is he going to move that back? This thrower has on the ball, which means when the kickoff is done, they can move up to 3 squares. Now, oh, Coach Palmtaiga gets a blitz. Boom, boom, boom. 5 players. I think because of that blitz, what I was going to say, I like moving the thrower not in base contact with the ball, because I've had situations where you move the player with 3 boxes, bounces and catches that ball, and that is not something that you want. But at least 1 box in front to have a better chance of covering that ball. And we have our photographer here. Hello, Coach Perez. Thank you for joining us. Coach Palmtaiga passes through, gets a 1 on that rush, falls down next to that ball. Coach Rone, though, has a problem. He does have a runner. 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, rush. He's not in touchdown range with that runner. He would need to get the ball to him from some other player. But it's not a fun position to be in, having a vampire in your backfield immediately there. Can Coach Rone 3? Yes, he needs to protect that ball. He needs to protect that ball. Double skull on the first block on the line of scrimmage with block. Eats the reroll. That is 0 rerolls down. Turn 3 for Coach Rone. KOs a thrall. 1 player up. Can he capitalize? Is he going to defend that ball? Gets a skull and a push. He's risking another double skull here. What do we have here? Taking the blocks before moving these players is not best form here. These players are not going to be doing anything anyway. You don't need to do them now. You need to move them into action first. Takes another KO. Coach Palmtaiga is now down to 9 players. He needs to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He needs to go over here. He needs to go here. And then we need the pickup. I would even dare say he would have needed to go there. Or this line woman would need to have come here. You don't need that range of movement. You don't need to come all the way further forward. He does have 6 times to score. You need to protect that ball better. It's vampires. You can't be pushing so far forward, in my opinion. He's going to try set up cage here, I'm assuming. No, not even. Blitzing, gets the 1 and 9, has no rerolls left, has to eat that with the ball exposed. This is not a good setup for Coach Rone. Palmtaiga has a 4, 5, 6 rush to blitz, leaving that ball with just 1 tackle zone. Does he have plays where he can grab that ball and score potentially? 1, 2, 3, 6 rush. No, it would need to be him. Blitzers have a 5+ pass though, so maybe that's not the best. But he can put pressure on that ball. If he blitzes here, there's a way for him to pass that thrower here. He can do a lot of hurt. That's the first rush. Does he take another rush to base that ball? What is Palmtaiga going to be doing? Takes the blitz over here on that one. Gets the pow on the blitzer. Does not follow up. He does not break armor. And road is open. Why did he... Okay, yeah, that's okay. Moves. Fails the rush. A lot of rushes being taken by Coach Palmtaiga here. Hypnotic gaze. That line woman has been hypnotized. He goes for the move. Face the bloodlust. Uses another reroll. Coach Palmtaiga's down to 1 reroll as well. Hypnotizes another player. I'm assuming he's going to go for the blitz now, or he's going to go for the pickup. Something is coming up. No, he's already blitzed here. Palmtaiga has no blitz available. He can just pick up that ball and defend it. What is this? Failed bloodlust on that runner. I would hope that he's not going to use his last reroll there. Takes it. Where is he going to be feeding on? I would probably bring him here. Feed on that run. Already 2 players down. That is not the best. No, he's going to be feeding on that run. Maybe not a bad idea either. Let's see what that is going to do. Yes, is he going to feed? Yes, he is going to feed. What does happen here? KO! Down to 8 players. Picks up that ball, manages that pick up. Where is he sending that vampire? With the ball, I would probably the easiest place to do it is just send him further back, further towards his touchdown, meaning Coach Rone would have to blitz, see how he's going to get that ball protected, and with 3 vampires on the thrall here, that is not the most fun thing that he's going to have to do next turn, without rerolls. Coach Rone has burnt through his rerolls very early when he needed the crucial rerolls. He had to burn them, but there was rolls which he could have foregone, and he decided to take. Palmtaiga decides to keep the ball over here. Let's see. Okay, so he's gonna go there. He's gonna start with a 1 and 9 block, I believe. Or is he gonna, yeah, standing him up? He could have jumped up and blocked there. This blitzers have jump up. That would have saved them. 2+. Not with the risk of a... Okay, so decides to base that. He's not going to take that 1 and 9. He recovered these players. He's going to blitz the ball immediately. 2 dice. Does not get that knockdown. Does not take the knockdown. The vampire has the ball in the opponent's half within touchdown range. Palmtaiga can go 2-0 up next turn. Palmtaiga can go 2-0 up next turn. How is Rone going to be defending that ball? Needs to hit and run here and try and walk over here to make some sort of a screen. This is not a fun situation for our Amazon coach. Gets it to Daipao on that troll. Can he remove another player? He can break armor, but he does not get that removal. 5 on the injury roll, stuns. Palmtaiga's turn 5. Is he gonna go 2-0 up? We shall see very shortly. We shall see very shortly. Let's see what our vampire coach is going to be up to. He's already burnt through 2 minutes almost on his extra timer. For those that have not played Blood Bowl 3 before, you have 2-minute turns, and there is a 7.5-minute pool which you can use throughout the whole game. Palmtaiga gets a 1 on the first Bloodlust. He needs that Bloodlust. He decides to burn through his last reroll immediately. Still needs to roll the Bloodlust. Bloodlust that coach. 1 coach down and Bloodlusted. What is the next roll going to be? I'm assuming he's going to Bloodlust here, then blocks here, leaving a path for that runner to go through. Now, where does he go? He hypnos that player. We have this blocker remaining, which he can bloodlust using this blitzer. Fails that bloodlust. Does he have a thrall to feed on? Yes, he does over here. He can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's still gonna blitz. Where did he declare the blitz target? The blitz target is, and he gets a skull. No reroll. Palmtaiga suffers that turnover. Ball is within contact. Rone can block blitz, take that ball down. He has a blitzer. He has teammates to be able to run forward with the ball. Is Rone going to? This is a very tricky situation to decide what to do here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, he can take a 2-die here. He can take a block here. He decides, yeah, gets the bow. Rone gets the bow. Where is the ball gonna go? Does he follow up? I don't think he should, so he can hit and run and move this way. In fact, he doesn't. Ball's down, armor's not broken, ball bounces in a decent enough square. You can hit and run, and I would protect the ball there from this blitzer. So if he does, yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I would bring him there, this box. No, he does not move the player. Gets the POW with that player, okay. That's there. He has a block here. And he has a pickup there. Oh, actually, the block needs to go here. He has 2 assists. Gets that block, and now he can actually try and pick up with the blocker. That would be probably a more sensible solution. Having the ball at least on a strength 4, meaning since both have no rerolls, it will be a lot more difficult for Palmtaiga to take down that ball, especially since this strip ball is back here. If he manages that pickup, if he doesn't manage that pickup on a 3+, that can spell disaster. That ball can go anywhere. Fails the pickup. Where is the ball gonna go? The ball goes there, goes back, and it's in his hands. It's a turnover. Ball in hand for Coach Rone with 3 turns to score on the blocker. That is a relief for Coach Rone, giving him an opportunity. However, he does have that player in contact, so that is still not the most fun situation to be in. Right now though, with this blitzer with block, it's a 2-die under because there's this player. This player needs to be turned off, and it's not that easy. It is definitely not an easy way to turn this player off. He does not really have probably easiest situation I can see is either a 4+ dodge. Oof, this is tough. This is really tough. I would, maybe the other option is to stand him up and try and hypno him on 3-4 now. That's a 5+, too many dice. That is tough. He does have a 4+ dodge with a hypno here. I think that is probably the easiest. And then take that 1-die blitz. It's 5+ to take down the ball, because the ball goes down on a POW and on a boat down. No, instead he's gonna declare hypno gaze. He's gonna go for a 3+ and a 2+. Fails the 3+ and the 3+. But this was a very bad play for Palmtaiga. Instead of doing 3+, 2+, so it would be 3 to stand up, 4, 5, 6. And hypno here, he went for a 3+, got a 2 on the second one, and failed failed it. What a bad play. Palmtaiga's giving this game away. for free. He had the game. He really, really had a strong push on the game. Rone is running away. Running away. Coach Rone has enough players. Takes that ball. Is going to free up another line woman. What is he going to do? What he needs to do now, if he's going to be defending here, he's going to just make it easy for Coach Palmtaiga to come and hypno and get in. He needs to be basing these vampires here and using these, meaning he would have to give a lot more. With this setup, it means that Coach Palmtaiga just needs to come, hypno him, and he can blitz inside immediately. The alternative was to leave one of the players here, the other player goes there, and this on this line forward does not need to protect it. There's only all this way around with a 2-die under, which would have been available, and that this is very exposed. He could have played this much better. Gets the ball down on that runner, breaks armor, does nothing. Well, nothing, not nothing. It's a stun. A lot of coaches like saying nothing, but this blocker needs to base these players. Needs to base these players. He needs to make it difficult for them to come and attack that cage. Or else he's not planning for the following turn. He needs to move that cage further forward. Palmtaiga has no rerolls. Good. He does cover over there. Is he going to... This is a tough one. Is it a 1-die here? Probably that's the best play. No. He takes that dodge there. Does he take another rush here? It would be very sensible. But maybe not worth the risk. Without rerolls, I would probably leave it as it is. Good on Coach Rone. But there was 3+ dodge and 2+ rush, which he didn't need to take if he had moved these players, as I said earlier here. Palmtaiga. What is Palmtaiga going to be doing? He has a 3+, 2+. 7, 8. He can hypno here. Hypno's there instead. Interesting. Okay. Declares the hypno. Who's the target of that hypnotic aid? Face that hypno. The cage has not been opened. If he hypnoed, it would have still been a fail, but if he hypnoed from here, if I was Palmtaiga at this situation, I would have tried to hypno from there, and then he would have blitzed this player to try and bring players forward and make him struggle to stall the next turn. Rather than go for the result right now, he can help push and prevent that from happening further forward. Hello, I can see we have some people joining. Flea, hello. Hello, Tsuyokiri, how are you? Thanks for joining us. Ionizer is on as well. Jinxie's here. I seem to have missed something though happening here. Fails a bloodlust, dodges, bites, and gets another KO. 4 players knocked out. Ionizer is bedridden. Oh no. But down with the sickness from Budapest. Hope you get well soon, man. Missing you at PlayCon this year. Thanks for joining our streams, keeping us company on stream. What do you think of the game, Ionizer? I seem to have Coach Rone's camera, which is a bit further down, and maybe Palmtaiga's camera is covering his rerolls. Is that the case? We shall see next. Ionizer came in, saw Rone getting blitzed and laughed. Well, so potentially one could say that you were the reason that he got a blitz roll. Did he shake his mouse enough? Action-packed game. Very exciting. Will the Maltese captain or the Australian sensation pass through to the quarterfinals? Turnover on that dodge there. Coach Rone seems to have the ball and will be going for that equalizer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rush to blitz. There will be a Hail Mary opportunity from Palmtaiga later on, but that is not going to be easy. It's still a lot of dice and a maximum of a 1 die on that player. He's gonna screen instead, placing all the players he can. Defending that ball. Perhaps this line woman needs to come here first. I don't think that would have been my play. I would have rather placed that player here. He's gonna blitz there to try and free up some more players. That's the POW. That will eliminate any chance of a 1 die blitz on the ball. That is not going to a 1 die blitz on the ball. At most, it's a 2 die under. He has another 2 die block there. POW or boat down. Coach Rone needs to take the boat down here. Is he going to be greedy? He does get greedy. This is exactly the same situation or a similar situation he experienced last year at PlayCon, not taking the safe opportunity and giving his opponent a chance to get that ball back. 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 dice. Push. That should be enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That player can arrive. If he takes the block there, that is not a fun situation. That is not a fun situation. He's going to be pushing him further forward. Okay, covers that. He's going to be able to take the block now with 3 dice. 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 dice on that runner. The boat down would have been the safe opportunity here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rush. Mostly would have based the ball, would have stopped him from okay. Can Palmtaiga pull something here? I don't think he can. I can't see an avenue for him to accept maybe a block here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's probably his only play there. He needs to block this player here. Sorry, block this player here. Then he needs to pass his runner all the way through here. I would take it. I would give it a shot. Maybe, I don't know. It's still the first half. Must highlight that this Palmtaiga's clock is down to 4 minutes. Palmtaiga's clock is down to 4 minutes. Let me just going to be right back very quickly, Matthew. If any of the games finish, if any of the other games finish, find the next round and tell people that they can start playing, okay? Hello, we have some guests. Well, he does starts it, double push. He has found the chain push on the blitz though. He's just going to decide to try and base that ball. He's going to try and base that ball. What do we have here? Dodges there. Oh, sorry. Another KO. For the second half, Palmtaiga needs to roll 5 KO rolls. If he doesn't get 3 coming back, he has to play in less players. Alright, hello. That doesn't happen. We start the second half. How many KO? He got 3 KO rolls, meaning Palmtaiga sets up in a full team. It's an offensive drive for Coach Rone, the Maltese captain, sets up in a full team as well. Can Palmtaiga get another blitz? Exciting. Let's see what happens there. I need to check if it's going to... No, the camera is covering Palmtaiga's rerolls. Let me just fix that a second. I think that should be enough. Another blitz! Palmtaiga rolls another blitz. Can he capitalize on it this time? Let's see what comes out. I'm just checking the stream. Yes, that is better. Okay, you can see the rerolls. Palmtaiga has managed to get a player underneath that ball, pushing players forward, doing the hypnos. Or not, or just basing those players. Can you hypno during a blitz? No, you can't, I believe. No, you can blitz and throw teammate. Blitz and throw teammate. He has one more player to run through. And he does not catch that ball. Ball bounces in a very good square for Coach Palmtaiga. That's another blitz, putting Rone in a very, very difficult position. Does he take another rush, risking a 1-roll 1 this turn? I would assume he doesn't. But anything's possible in Blood Bowl. Maybe taking this block and blitzing over here would be a better solution. Leaving this, I don't know. No, this time no blitz, no rush. Sorry. You can move this other player. Stands her up. Starts with a block with block. Takes the second block. Takes the third block. Gets the third POW. Gets the armor break. Gets the KO. One player down already for Palmtaiga. Has the hit and run. Where is he gonna go? Goes back and covers those lines better. He has a blocker free now. Pushes that player forward, trying to close his lines. What is he gonna go for now? No, he does not get that. Follow up. He's assuming he's gonna hit and run to go on that ball to pick it up. A failed pick up here would spell disaster with so many vampires here. Goes, however, Palmtaiga picks up, Rone picks up that ball. I would, that's a tough position to go to. Maybe this is the best square and brings his blocker there, or else this is the best square and brings the other blocker here. No, goes back. Goes back. That makes it easier for Palmtaiga to sack that ball and score immediately. Back is definitely not the place I would have gone. Though one could argue that being here, you're in range of that strip ball, but there's so many players here that would make it very difficult. He's just trying to make life difficult here. He has a block. No, that's a one die. He just stands his stand there. Fair enough? Fair enough. That is a lot of dice that Palmtaiga would need to roll to get a shot at that ball. Vampire, this is the thing with vampires, guys. They have so many options that, you know, you so many options there. Hello, Fred. Hello, Fred Solomon from the Twitch channel. Remind Board Game Machine, was it? I know something machine. I was getting one of my games streamed recently by Fred. Rone fails, he smiles and cries, Ionizer. Was that when he got blitzed against? Fails the first bloodlust to Hypno, but I'm assuming he prepared for that. Is that troll going to stay on the pitch? No. Another KO for Palmtaiga. Down to 9 players now. Palmtaiga is now down to 9 players. Two-die block. Gets the power on that line woman. Can he equalize those numbers? No, he can't. Can't even get an armor break. Can't even break the armor there. Gets the Hypno. That Troll is now free. 1, 2, 3. Okay, base is there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rush to blitz. I think that is the play I would go for. Risk that. He still has 4 heroes. 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 dice on that ball. If he does get that Hypno, that would make it easier. I don't know if I would have Hypnoed her instead. But if he does still have another player to... Okay. But that's still gonna be a 1 die on her. Bush, is he re-rolling this? Yes, gets the POW because that blitzer is... Oh, he can go for the touchdown as well. Catches the ball on the fly. He can just walk that ball in. And this is exactly what I was talking about with defending further back in the field. Palmtaiga gets the break, does the right things. Fantastic play for Palmtaiga, going 2-1 up. That is the risk that Rone ran with defending that ball further back. Jock, hello Jock, thank you for joining us. And he says Omar for Team Malta captain. Well, he can't now. He's used his Australian passport to play for Australia. By the current Euroball rules, that means he needs to stay there for 3 years, I believe. He can't change that back or something of the sort. I hear that you're trying to change those. Gets a 1 in 9, but he has block on that player. Do you think Coach Rone can get this game back, Jock? Let's see. Let's see. This is an exciting game which is going to be played. May I remind you that a draw in this game means that the game will go into overtime. Overtime does not have any rerolls. Sorry, the rerolls that they have will carry on. It will be 8 turns played with a random kickoff. Who gets to kick off, I mean. Jock has faith in his fellow captain. Jock is on Team Amazon then. Well, what? Fails to pick up. Is he re-rolling it? No, he's not. There is no vampires in range. That is the right decision. The ball bounces, catches it on the thrower. That is a good solution for Rone. Okay, Palmtaiga with 3 stunned players from that pitch invasion. What's he going to do? Sorry, I got distracted. Let's see what he does. Gets the blitz there, with the blitzer, with block. Takes the boat down. We should be defending deep this turn. Fails the dodge and eats it. Can't afford the reroll right now. May I remind you that all good? Huh? Second game. Let's see who's going to be streamed. Let's see who's going to be streamed. So, second game we have Fierez, Nightsword, Janine Orca, Real Malteser versus the War Dancer. Let's see if anyone on the chat who wants to see the second game. There is Fierez against Nightsword, Giannino versus Orca, or Real Malteser versus the War Dancer. My vote, because I want to see a Fierez versus Nightsword. The youngsters, well, there is also the War Dancer against Real Malteser, so there is 2 youngsters we can show. Anyone in chat has a preference? What should we stream for the second game? Do you want to see the Lizardman brilliance of Nightsword? Do you want to see, I believe, the human brilliance of, or is it Chaos Chosen? I believe he is playing Chaos Chosen, the War Dancer. No one wants to watch my game, does he? I'm playing Skaven. Filthy rats. Blitzes, gets the POW on that troll. Let's see. Ionizer wants to see Fierez not using Chaos Dwarf. So Fierez against Nightsword on being streamed. Yes, please. We have our first game, which is over. How did it go? How did your game go? Who won? You did? Score? 2-1. So we had the first game, which is over. Coach Jean-Carl against Bill Orca. The Wood Elves won with a 2-1 score in full time or in extra time? Full time. In full time, 2-1. Flea says, bring the youth in. Yes, we're going to be watching Nightsword against Fierez. It will be Lizardmen against I have no idea what Fierce is playing, but he's not playing Chaos Dwarfs. And I think his team name is not the Fist of Hashut. I see Palmtaiga, which he's failing a lot of rolls. He's used the reroll. I don't know what this is. It's a Hypno Gaze. He used the reroll. Sorry, I'm missing this. He failed the Bloodlust, rerolled that on a 3+, down to 2 rerolls. If this game does go to extra time, Palmtaiga only has 2 rerolls left. Omar is on Vampires. Le, illum. Hija. There's a lot of time. It will be, I think, after 3 p.m. Jock says you have to think overtime favors the zones. Well, let me tell you something, Jock. Palmtaiga rolled 2 blitzes so far. So with the 3rd blitz, it would make a difference. But yes, especially with Palmtaiga burning his 3rd reroll now, down to 1 reroll left. So definitely big advantage for Amazons. Big advantage for Amazons. I think I would be playing for the overtime if I was Coach Rone right now. He can just defend that ball, tank it, and try and walk it in towards the end. I think that would be the right, especially with 3 rerolls left. Just defended, uses least rerolls as possible, try and go in. He has an upper left as well. They're probably, as it looks right now, going to still be playing 11 against 11. So the numbers of the game doesn't really change much. But yeah, Jock is right. I believe he is. Overtime right now favors the Amazon player. We have another game which is over. Netherite against Bone Ripper. How did your game finish? 4? Netherite with his humans won 2-0 against Bone Ripper's Skaven. So we have a humans coach which is through. We have a Wood Elf coach which is through. Let's see this game. Is it going to be Amazons or Vampires? We had a very fantastic spread of races in this tournament. We have, let me try and find that spread. I believe I had 3 Skaven coaches. Let me try and find that. I wrote it down in our general chat earlier yesterday. May I remind anyone that is close by, not you, Jock, but anyone who joins us at our stand at PlayCon, takes a photo and can win the chance to win a copy of Blood Bowl 3. So, 3 Skaven coaches, 2 Dark Elves, 2 humans. All the other races are unique. We have 1 Chaos Chosen, 1 Old World Alliance, 1 Vampire you're seeing playing right now, 1 Imperial Nobility, which is real Malteser, 1 Lizardman you're going to see in the next game against Lizardmen. Against Fierce. 1 Amazon coach, which you're seeing right now. We have a Black Orc coach. We have a Wood Elf coach, which is through to the quarterfinals. And we have an Undead coach, which is going to be playing the next round against my Skaven soon. So, pretty standard. I think it's going to be a pretty boring rest of the second half here. Nothing much happening. While Rone is playing the game he should be playing, tanking and moving forward slowly. Does he try and go for the win? Well, I would most certainly go for the overtime, especially seeing Palmtaiga has burned down his clock. He's playing Vampires, which means you need to be excellent on time management. You have a lot more dice rolls to do. You have a lot more options. Vampire coaches tend to burn through their clock much quicker than normal coaches. 1 minute left on his extra timer. This definitely is a favor for Amazons in overtime. Will he make it there? Will he try to make it to overtime, or will Rone try to close the game in regular time. With the ball being here and 4 turns, that looks not the right play to do. He would need to move and move, scoring in turn 14, leaving only 2 turns to equalize, which would also mean, though, he gives the Vampires 3 turns to win the game. That would definitely be a killer for Coach Rone. Thank you for joining us. This has been a fantastic stream. I'm saying it like it's over. It's not over. We have all day today and all day tomorrow streaming live with you here at PlayCon, Malta's premier esports convention, with a fantastic setup. We have a setup completely for Blood Bowl. The tournament we have for Blood Bowl 3 this year is going to have a cash prize with a total amount of 400 euros. Fantastic, amazing support to have from PlayCon, GMR. May I remind everyone, these are the same partners who are going to be supporting us in hosting the World Cup in, well, less than 2 years' time probably. Hello, we have some visitors on our stand. People I haven't seen in a very long time. And that was, I'm not following the game, as I said, this is not the most exciting. There was a 4+ dodge, which was failed. I'm assuming that was dodging into that cage. Yes, it was a blitz on the ball with a dodging on that cage, and Palmtaiga failed that. Palmtaiga failed that. Feel free to give us feedback on how the stream is going, how you think the sound is, if there's anything that you think we can fine-tune. The positioning of the cameras. I had a big headache to get feeds from webcams on 2 different PCs, but I managed, and I think that is a lot of fun for you to be able to see the coaches' faces while they're doing their actions, especially when things go bad or go wrong. Ion did highlight, one of the highlights he had in the game was Rone's face when he got blitzed the second time. He got a blitz kickoff event the second time. Hello, Night Sword. Come say hello to everyone watching.
Hello.
Just wave. It only needs a little bit of grande arbitro. I agree. I should have him with me. I hope I do, or else my game is not going to go well. No, I don't. I seem to not have grande arbitro in my pocket, unfortunately. I was carrying him around with me all week since Budapest, but unfortunately I don't. But I have a ducky instead. Look at my ducky. Hope you can see it. Block. Push and skull. Chooses the push, obviously. Ball has been swung around and looks to be pretty safe. Block on that thrall, gets the POW. Grande arbitro save us from double skulls. Well, Rone had 2 double skulls in turn 1. He re-rolled one of them, he took the second one. He burnt through 3 re-rolls in 3 turns in the first half, in the first 3 turns of the first half, which is why it's been an uphill struggle for him. It was a very, very rough start. Palmtaiga's calculating what he's going to be doing. What is Palmtaiga going to be up to? Let's see. Very difficult for him. He has his players absorbed. Not much place to maneuver around. I'm assuming this game is going to be decided in overtime. Hypno Gaze. He's gonna go for the 4+, 3+, or will he do the same mistake? He can do 4+, 2+, 2+ blitz. Last time he did a 4+ into a 3+. He failed that. No, he took the long way around, which was actually much better. I didn't see that. He has no rerolls left, so does not take that player down because he has not been hypnoed. Palmtaiga does not get that power on that player. He burnt through his luck in the first half. Second half is not smiling down upon him. But the ball is still in Rone's half. And Omar, Palmtaiga has advantage. Palmtaiga has advantage. It's 2-1 for him. He will not be losing in regular time. Fails the Bloodlust. What's he going to do with him? Or just dodge him and leave him here? Face the dodge as well. Double 1 on the armor. That's 4 ones in a row. Look at all those ones. 1-1, 1-1. Rone. 3 rerolls, full team. Can he push forward? Can he break through that vampire defense? Can he move up and start positioning himself for that turn 16 touchdown? May I remind you though, this is very important, it's probably what I would have done as Coach Palmtaiga, seeing how this half went. I would have probably stalled and gone for the one-turner. Keeping my rerolls, giving Rone the drive, not pushing. It's very difficult for Rone to not score turn 16 given the situation. But if Palmtaiga had kept those rerolls, played for the one-turner, that would have been a very different situation. Ooh, Rone goes for the block with the blocker on the player in contact with the ball. Burns a reroll. That is a big result already, guys. 1 burn 3 roll will change this game. If he continues burning through rerolls, meaning they go into overtime without rerolls, that is going to be a very different game. Goes for the blitz, gets the POW. He's going to try push forward through the middle, I assume. Follows up, does not break armor. Where's he going to go? Yes, he goes there. He can cage over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He will cage over here. He can take a 2-die block here, freeing this blocker up. Probably put, I don't know if I put her here. Depends. If I get the POW, I would move her here. Or don't get the POW, I'd move her here. She needs to move with that cage. If he gets greedy and moves her here just to take that 2-die block on that runner, I believe that would be wrong. I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe that was smarter actually. Basing him and giving a 2-die block there. Maybe that was actually smarter. Yes. Dodges her. Yeah. Yeah, protects that from the back. Gets a push on her. Probably follows up. Yes, that is very smart. This situation, I would probably hypno here. He moves there and just splits. 2 dice, no issues. I don't think this was very smart from Rone. This blitzer needed to come over here. Needed to come over here. Well, it would have been a very similar situation, but at least that ball is probably a bit better protected. He moves here, meaning he can fail that Bloodlust as well. Oh, that is a wrong move. He's closed his entry there. Unless he decides to blitz from in here, but he needs to stand him up now. No, 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 that was wrong. He wants to hypno here and leave that there, but this was wrong. This is wrong. You would leave him there. If you fail the bloodlust, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and hypno on a 3+. Fails the bloodlust. Does he have thralls in range? Yes, he does have 2 thralls in range here. Well, he has another thrall here. Stuns that thrall. That's his activation over. This was a bad play from Omar. That blitzer needs to stand up now on a 3+. Or else he's gonna go 1 die on that ball. Bad play from Omar. Bad play from Palmtaiga. He had an easy 2 die blitz on that ball. Positions himself wrong. Doesn't mean he's not gonna get that 2 die blitz, but it's going to be a lot more difficult. Stands him up. Hypnos that blocker. Ah, he wants to go in with the strip ball. Okay. Hypnos. No. Oh. Oh, Palmtaiga ran out of time. I told you earlier that timer is crucial. He did the right moves. He just had 4, 5, 6 to blitz, 2 die blitz with the ball, but Palmtaiga has used up his clock. Palmtaiga has used up his clock and now he's just gonna have 2-minute turns. Can Rone move that ball forward? Can Rone move that ball forward? Can he get within touchdown range? He has no rush. He has 4.5 minutes left on his timer. 2 rerolls. Can he take the right decisions? The pressure will start to be piling up. That was not a glitch ionizer. Palmtaiga ran his timer out. Ah, so it's a sound glitch. It's okay. I can't hear it. Should I mute the sound from the game? Would that be better? Is it annoying? I can't hear the sound from the game, so please let me know. He's moving that ball forward. If he moves that here, 1, 2, 3, he's in touchdown range without having to move any players next turn. Yeah. Yeah, he needs to try and get some more players there. Gets the dodge there, closes the cage there. He needs to get some more help over here. That's better, that's better, that's better. That is Rone's turn. Palmtaiga, 2 minutes. Strict 2-minute turns. He had a 2 die blitz with strip ball on the ball, but Palmtaiga ran out of time. That would have probably changed the game completely and given Palmtaiga a very big advantage. Two die under. Rone chooses the bow down and the touchdown is in. The thing with the one-turner now is Palmtaiga will only have 2 minutes to do his one-turner. Rone can walk his ball in. 2-2, and we go to overtime. And he does. Touchdown, Amazon. Turn 16. But 2 minutes for this one-turner is not going to be a lot of fun. 2 minutes for that one-turner. So, uh, Dave, could you get me a pen? Pen. Rone set up for his one-turner. Palmtaiga has 2 minutes, is going to have 2 minutes just for his one-turner. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. Let me turn the pitch around again. 2 minutes. Well, he has 2 minutes for the setup and then 2 minutes to do it. Do you think Omar will close that? Let's see if he goes. Well, the setup is pretty straightforward. Ian. Real Malteser. Ian. They need to like the page and take a photo and put it on the post. They need to like the page, take a photo and put it on the post. If you read it, that's what it says. Solid defense for Rone. If he sets this up well, this means that he shouldn't, or it will be very, very difficult to get that one-turner done, meaning we go to overtime. We go to overtime. How is he going to set this up?
Overtime.
Well, he got a solid defense against Omar's one-turner, but Omar failed the 2-die blitz with strip ball on the ball because he ran out of time. Timer ran out, he just had to activate blitz the ball 2 dice with strip ball without any die, just the blood glass, but he was still blitzed. Timer ran out, didn't manage that. Rone could walk the ball in. That was tough. But that is the thing with playing vampires. One of the issues is that you're taking up a lot of time. Rone goes for the full setup at the front. Ball's there. So 2 rerolls are now for Rone to go to overtime. But more importantly, it's 4.5 minutes on his clock against Palmtaiga's 0.
It doesn't carry over.
It can't, no, nothing is refreshed for overtime. No rerolls. Very difficult, very difficult. It's already 20 seconds past. And phase the rush, doesn't break armor. We go to overtime. Let's see who gets to kick, who gets to defend. I think Rone wins the toss. Yes, he decides to defend. Vampires get to kick. Can Palmtaiga get the 3rd blitz of the game? Can Palmtaiga get the 3rd blitz of the game? Are we going to have a good, exciting round here? Palmtaiga has rolled 2 blitzes so far this game. We go to overtime. Can he make it 3? 2 blitzes. And Rone got 2 double skulls in turn 1. The deciding factor in this game, though, is that Palmtaiga has 0 minutes left on his clock. He had a blitz 2 dice on the ball with strip ball. Just needed to activate and blitz. Nothing could stop him. Ran out of time. Couldn't do that activation. Rone could move his cage. Can we have a lot of people supporting Palmtaiga's 3rd blitz? Let's shout, come on, blitz, 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 blitz. Six skills. Amazon's, yes, I think. No, 6 skills. No, quick snap. Sigh of relief. Sigh of relief for Rone. And then we had Rone. Okay. Quick snap's over. Rone just needs to pick up that ball, defend it, move it over. We shall remind everyone that Palmtaiga has no rerolls remaining, no extra time on his chess clock. And so that's going to be a very difficult drive for Palmtaiga to try and get in a result here. Alright, with the blocks, gets the first pow, gets the second pow. The other was a push. One thrall out. One player up for Rone. 11 against 10 already. He's gonna push forward immediately. Where is he taking that blitz? Does he take it before that pickup? It seems like he's going to, risking that 1 and 9. I don't think he can burn a reroll. I would probably have gone for the pickup first. Or is he? Did he just move that blocker in contact? He's taking that movement as much as he can. Blitz. Does not get the 1 and 9, gets the push, which is safe goings. Pushes him back, assuming he doesn't follow. Probably gonna be staying put. So, move swap box back. Pickup. Fails that pickup. Is he gonna re-roll this? This is big. He does re-roll that and succeeds. Ball is in Rone's hands. Now it's all to play for Coach Palmtaiga. He has a lot of dice to roll without re-rolls, with only 2 minutes on his clock. Rone decides to pull back, giving no opportunity for Palmtaiga to sack that ball. He can only put pressure, hoping that Rone fails something. He's gonna go for the easy moves. He has to play quickly, as you can see. Moves him, he's gonna blitz that blocker immediately. He should be hypnoing first. Goes for the hypno, fails that hypno, which means he's probably just gonna blitz without hypnoing. Yes, gets the bloodlust, 2 dice, double push. Does not get that player down, pushes him back, he's just gonna stay back. May I remind you, if at the end of these 8 turns, the game is still a draw, it will be a coin flip for who wins this game. He's just defending further back. He's learned and he's realized that he needs to hurry up his play. He's just gonna stay back, giving the turn, putting the pressure on Rone. He needs to be pushing forward. takes the blitz with the line woman, gets the boat down, another player out. If he keeps removing a player a turn, it's going to be much easier for Rone to get the turn 24 touchdown. Turn 24. 6-7, 6-7.
I'm going straight to the VOD. I'm clipping that.
Coach Rone is using the Venga bus.
Next goal wins or till 24?
Come again?
Next goal wins or till 24?
No, turn 24. If they're still equal, no, coin toss. Oh, whatever. I don't know if it's a coin toss or penalties or whatever. Palmtaiga is moving forward, moving backwards, just putting his lines through. Nothing special, nothing exciting, just biding his time. Let's see what happens here. It's not going to be the most exciting half here. Yes, they can start. Whoever's, yes, you're against Ian. Yes, you can start. Let's see if there is anyone who wants to. Yes. Yes. Let me ask if there's anyone who wants to finish commentating the game, maybe. Or we wait. I play very quick, so we're not gonna have a problem with the time. Okay, sorry about that. We're just looking at times. Next round should be starting in 15 minutes. We have very, very tight schedules. Yeah, Orca's waiting for my game, and Rone, and they're waiting to play that game because we're streaming Night Sword against Fierce there. Is Orca? Matt, is Fierce here? Fierce here, because I can't see him. Alright, it's okay, I don't need him, I just make sure he's here. Because he needs to play instead of Rone and Palmtaiga. Rone is swinging his cage around. Basically, what he's trying to do is he's forcing Palmtaiga to roll a lot of dice to keep moving forward, to block him. Without rerolls, Palmtaiga cannot do anything. Rone is down to one reroll. I think I missed the use of the second. No, he used the second reroll on the pickup, yeah. Hasn't used anything else since. Playing it safe. Hello!
What's 10 players to nothing? So low bottom?
Yes. So 16. Talk shit, Javiri. Play. I can't do anything about it anyway, so. I can't do anything about it, so play. It's tournament rules. One second. We see Palmtaiga, who is hypnoing everything. He's gonna go in for that ball. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. Dan Titan has joined us. Hello, Dan Titan. Solomon, welcome back. Ionizer said it's a dice roll-off if it's still a draw. What happened here? I am missing this turn. Timeout. He timed out again. It's tough. Playing vampires is tough. The timeouts are killing him. Ionizer said never force Omar to roll dice. He will succeed all of them. He does succeed. It's only the timer which is on Rone's side. Omar timed out again. Oh, this is going to be exciting. Where is he moving that ball to? Three, four, five, six. I think I would bring this player here. Just leave them there probably. No re-rolls for Omar. It's going to make it difficult, but not just that, combined with having only 2-minute turns. He has no time left on his extra clock. No, he decides to leave her there. Maybe that was a better solution. Now he can only blitz from here, or from here. Yes, that was a much better solution. In fact, I feel Rone was being extremely rusty in the beginning of the game. He's dusted that rust off and he's playing his normal games now. He breaks the armor on that vampire and this KO. Big result for Rone. KO'd vampire. One step closer to winning that game. May I remind you though, Palmtaiga will still have another 1-turn touchdown. Even if Rone scores in turn 24, Palmtaiga will have a 1-turner to draw and leaving it up to the coin toss. 2 minutes to do a 1-turner is a very short time, however. Yes. So you know if you roll armor. Hi, Purple Chest. It's amazing combining the awfulness of the Blood Bowl 3 UI with the inconvenience of leaving your home, and yet, good luck, loving the innovation. Yes, well, it's esports convention, so we could have run any sort of Blood Bowl tournament or any sort of stand we wanted, but we feel that we do enough tabletop events throughout the year for us to also promote Blood Bowl 3 at this event, where we have a fantastic stand here. So, yeah, it's a good opportunity not just to play the game and the tournament, but also to showcase our passion with people that are going to be joining. Around 25 to 30,000 people are coming over to this convention, walking around. I don't know if you actually can see people walking around behind me. I'm on the side of the stand. Let me turn the camera a little bit around to try and show you a little bit of. Next to us, we have a Nintendo Gamers Malta stand. Behind us, we have a stand for Mighty Boards, who are Malta. They are very, very big board game producers. They've produced Game of the Year winning board games such as Art Society. They've produced Fate Forge, which is my favorite legacy game. It's a fantastic game. Yeah. We have spoken to Nacon. They do help us. The winner of this tournament will get a ticket to the World Championship. We also have 10 free game passes to pass around for people coming to our stand, filling a form in, taking a photo at our stand. At the end of the tournament, we raffle up 10 free game passes. So we do have some support, and we're trying to, yeah. So yeah, I think this is fantastic. We do have wishes we'd like to do with Nacon and Cyanide to make this event bigger. Purple Chest, good stuff. Not surprised we're organised, but he voted for New Zealand. Well, New Zealand was the place I wanted to go to the most. Should we not have won the bid to host the World Cup. So yeah, it's because I want to go to New Zealand, and what better excuse than having to go there because of the World Cup. I'm forced to. I don't have an option. That would have been a fantastic opportunity. Alas, you will be joining us here in Malta in 2 years' time. This event is run by GMR, who are our partners in hosting the World Cup. Purple Chest has been planning his 27 Malta trip for years. Yes, I hope you join us. I hope you join us with friends, family, and anyone you would love to join with. We have a lot of exciting things planned for World Cup. We're going to be trying to professionalize a little bit how we do World Cups, how we do these big events. Our thinking is that we're pulling enough people for us to afford nicer things. Double skull for Palmtaiga, and that's going to leave a pretty open way forward for Coach Rone to get through and put his turn 24 touchdown in. Will be him and his partner for a week minimum, likely 10 days or 2 weeks. He plans to see Gozo and the whole of Malta. Well, you do need at least 10 days, yeah, to see the whole of Malta. We're tiny. It's only 316 square kilometers, but we're mighty. There's a lot to see. We have the oldest freestanding structures in the world, a lot of history, not just from Neolithic and megalithic times, but also a lot of history during the Second World War, during the time of the Knights. So it's a lot to do and see. Apart from that, history is not the only thing to see. Good food, a lot of activities that one can do, water sports for those who are interested, nightlife. We're planning a lot of events surrounding the tournament. We don't want to just have an event where we're running the tournament and that's it. Those that have been to Euro Bowl know that or that have been to Blood Bowl on the Rock for that thing, that our events tend to favor giving a whole experience of our country to the people coming through. And what that means is that we do our best to organize events in conjunction. So stuff that will run in the evening, parties, other events. Blood Bowl on the Lock last year, we did a brewery tour on the Friday evening, accompanied with a 7th floor. Death! Feels like the ride of the Rohirrim. That vampire regenerates, but he's out for this drive. That opens up the way. What I was saying, yes, we did have a brewery tour, and then we had a party with drinks and food on the 7th floor of the fantastic Chisk Tap, our local brewery. So yeah, and that was what we did for Blood Bowl on the Rock. Then on Monday after the tournament, we organized a big boat trip for all the people, all the foreigners that joined us, and some Maltese guys decided to do that. We went around Comino, we anchored. Whoa, one gets a one on those rushes with the ball. No, not with the ball, sorry, with that blocker. Ball is now pretty safe. He has no re-roll to walk that ball in, but it does seem that it's going to be a bit difficult for Palmtaiga to get any results there. Jinxie is trying to make me laugh, sending me messages on some things that happened during that, after that brewery tour at the party, but it's not appropriate for Twitch. One on the Bloodlust. What was that action? It was a Hypno Gaze. He's gonna bite. That's a KO, another player out. Palmtaiga has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players left. That one turner is going to be very difficult. Very, very difficult. What is he going to try to do? It was a good laugh with amazing people. It was a fantastic evening. Blood Bowl on the Rock always provides for some awesome time where we can give a bit of a different experience to the people coming over. And a shameless plug, a shameless advert for Blood Bowl on the Rock. Next year, it's going to be a major. Guess the push is going to be chain pushing that ball carrier one box further back. He's going to be putting the pressure. He's going to try, Palmtaiga's trying to force Rone to roll dice, having no re-rolls, hoping that he fails something and he can't walk that ball in. At least a block he has to roll because he has no clear path towards that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He is within touchdown range. He does ideally want to stall for another turn. He has his 2 minutes and an extra 3 minutes. He does not have a rush, unlike Palmtaiga. He has run his clock down twice in crucial points. One of them was a blitz on the ball with 2 dice with strip ball, which would have made it extremely difficult for Rone to get the drop, taking the game to overtime. So yeah, starts with that block there. He's taking blocks with block to try and free up as many players as he can. He's gonna go for a 2-die blitz on that runner, I think. No, he's not. Well, he has his wrestle, takes it there, and now diet something. The Kine zero. What I was saying with Blood Bowl on the Rock is it gives us the opportunity to give a bit more of a personal feel to tourism in Malta, where we can host people, take them around, pick up people from the airport, show a bit more of what's happening there. How is Rone going to deal with this? Push on a skull on that block without block. Does not follow up. He has another 2-die block without block. Gets the pow, which means the ball is going to be pretty safe for next turn. Flea can confirm it was great. Yes, it was fantastic experience to host the guys from LBG. They organize a fantastic tournament down south of Italy. Well, not exactly south, I think. But one of the southernmost tournaments that happens in Italy. It happens in Arce, province of Frosinone, which is basically halfway between Rome and Naples. It's a great tournament and one of my favorites because they have a fantastic community of people. They make it loads of fun. Last year, they put up a small sketch, a small play to it as that, where they gave us all, the on a plane you get the safety card. Basically, they did a similar to that safety card, where what happens if you roll a triple skull and what you need to do, who you need to be hitting. Someone dressed up as a Minotaur, someone dressed up as a Goblin, and they had a small play between them, which was a lot of fun. And these are the things which I feel make an event stand out over others. It's good and it's important to have. It's another injury for Palmtaiga. It's good and it's great to have the Blood Bowl, and it's important to have your 6 games of Blood Bowl with comfortable tables, with good pitches, with comfortable chairs, draws that are on time. But for me, an event which stands out gives you that little bit extra. And normally is the food offerings, and their lunch is out of this world. They have 2 dice under on that ball after that dodging, gets a pow, but gets a pow push. The ball is on his feet. That is strip ball. The ball is stripped. The ball is stripped. Next to the end zone. 6+ dodging, Palmtaiga. It's not the first time he's done it. I've seen him doing it with a 3-man. Ball bounces, catches it. Rone gets redemption, has the ball on his team. Oof. What a turn. What a turn. What a turn. Coin flip. 1 die, gets the skull. All Rone needs is a 2-die block. Can he make it 3 dice? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think he could have made it 3 dice there. He decides not to, risking the double skull, and he's gonna walk that ball in. Kiri says Papa Delta in this situation. I still am playing in the Fumble League with you guys. I still don't understand what Papa Delta means though. I don't know if it's safe for stream, but feel free to let me know what this means. 1 turner opportunity for Palmtaiga. No rerolls, 2 turns. Can he make it? Can Palmtaiga get this opportunity? Flea will explain Papa Delta in Bologna, so I'm assuming this is not safe to say. Okay, yeah. That is enough for me to understand what Papa Delta means, Kiri. Yes, I got it before the PNTD. Pitch invasion. Who gets invaded? Oh! Not anyone significant. Let's see. Blitz is out. 2 dice. Gets the boat down, which he can turn into a push for a Juggernaut. As Juggernaut. Is the Blitzer blitzing?
But he picked Pow Push.
He picked Pow Push, but I think Rone has automatic dodge on. And Omar set this up wrong. That ball does not go down. This is a wrong setup. That player is going to go here. He needs to cover this box. Don't know how he's going to do it. That is a wrong setup. Even though everything that can go wrong did go wrong. Well, that's a failed dodge. And that's game, set, and match. I will catch you in a bit. Someone else will be streaming the next game, which is going to be starting immediately. Furious against Nightsword. We will be back with you in a second.